This little cat cries and releases an enormous amount of tears each time. Those tears gather into a stream and sweep it away. Just as it is about to fall into the sewer, a man quickly saves it. Seeing how pitiful the kitten is, the man decides to treat it to some food, but the kitten finishes everything in one go. After learning Garfield has no home, the kind man decides to adopt him, but the apartment he lived in does not allow pets, so he specially buys a villa. Garfield then has John adopt a pet dog. The dog is like Garfield's little follower, always listening to him. Whenever there is something tasty, it gives it to Garfield. The two spend their days happily playing in the villa, even stretching their tongues to use as a yo-yo. As time passes, they gradually grow up. Garfield not only eats more and more, but even lives better than the man. And what Garfield fears the most is Monday, because every Monday John takes him to the vet, then brings him home for a full cleaning. Of course, Garfield is not always inconsiderate. When John is trying to lose weight, he will even feed John on his own. When John is too tired from work, he will carry him to bed and help him rest. The night Garfield wakes up hungry, so he calls the dog to get up and have a midnight snack together. At that moment, a noise suddenly comes from outside the door. Then two fierce dogs break in and take them to an abandoned mall. Soon they are hung up by ropes. This makes the speechless dog panic. Just then, a shadow suddenly appears and rescues Garfield and OD. Looking at the figure, Garfield feels it is familiar, so he pulls off the cloak. It turns out to be his father Vic. Garfield is not happy to see him and asks why he abandoned him in an alley. Just as Vic is about to explain, he is interrupted by the sudden arrival of the boss. This white cat is named Jinx. Those two fierce dogs are his followers. The reason he kidnapped Garfield is to lure out his father. Jinx used to be a professional model, but failed during the World Cat Beauty Contest. When Jinx was feeling down, he happened to meet Vic, who was wandering around. Then they formed a group of losers. But during a milk-stealing mission, Jinx was discovered by humans, and Vic could not save him. So Jinx was taken to an animal shelter. Life inside the shelter was very harsh, so Jinx grew to resent Vic more and more. By coincidence, Jinx met the two fierce dog brothers in the shelter and escaped together. To make up for his suffering, Jinx demands that Vic and the others collect 2,000 pounds of milk. Garfield feels this has nothing to do with him, and just as he is about to leave, he is stopped. Jinx says a father's debt must also be repaid by the son.